But I know, Ethan said. He blinked. Take good care of them. No harm. Chapter 10. Fact is stranger than fiction. Exhibits don't know they are here, the alien said. We take good care of them. No harm, no foul, as humans say. But I know, Ethan said. He blinked away the tears. And I am harmed. A soft screech came behind him. Yes, agree. Turning around, Ethan saw another alien. Something about it looked familiar. It's you! You were the one who came to my room! Ethan cried. The red streaks in the alien's eyes were a dead giveaway. You brought me here! Yes, you saw me in sky, the red-eyed alien said, nodding. I wipe your memory like others, but you don't forget, and more are remembering. The other alien sighed. A few humans are resistant to our methods. That is why we have the special neighborhood to keep them out of trouble. Ethan looked back at the bubble holding Raven's Pass. The yellow-roofed houses, he realized. So Avi and all those other people were remembering things, and you just moved them there? It's not right! That is what I tell Chief, Red Eyes said. It turned toward the other alien. Never has an exhibit had so many problems. Please, let my town go, Ethan added. You can't just play with people's lives like this. The alien called Chief focused its bulging eyes on Ethan. We can find a better way to wipe memories. We will keep you on the ship for study and... Before Chief could say more, Red Eyes let out a loud screech. More ear-splitting sounds echoed through the hall as Chief replied. Ethan didn't have to understand them to know that they were arguing. Other creatures floated over to listen. As the arguing continued, hope began to rise in Ethan's chest. Maybe Red Eyes was helping him again. Maybe Chief could be convinced. Suddenly, Ethan had a thought. You know, in zoos on Earth, some animals have to be put back into the wild, he called out. Both aliens fell silent and focused their bulging eyes on him. A few years ago, people in Raven's Pass protested the big city aquarium for keeping octopi. Octopi are too intelligent. They don't do well in captivity. Don't do well? Chief repeated. Ethan's heart raced. He had to keep going. Yes. Maybe it's the same with Raven's Pass. More people are remembering, right? I bet soon I won't be the only one whose memory you can't wipe. What would your customers say if all the humans had to be brought on board for study? Or if you had to move everyone into the yellow-roofed houses to live like zombies? It would be bad for business. Chief rubbed its chin with a hand, which felt oddly human to Ethan. Red Eyes and the other aliens who had gathered around screeched quietly. Ethan held his breath. Finally, Chief spoke. Maybe it is time to release Raven's Pass back into the wild, as you say. Ethan exhaled. Red Eyes let out a chitter. But not you. You have all your memories, Chief added. I'll never tell, Ethan said in a rush, his hands shaking. He couldn't spend his life on the spaceship. His heart hurt at the thought of never being with his family again. No one would ever believe me anyway. Alien abductions are the stuff of science fiction. Please let me go home. Red Eye started screeching again. Ethan was sure it was pleading with Chief too. After a minute, the sound stopped abruptly. Before Ethan could ask what they had decided, Chief stretched out a knotted finger. The alien touched Ethan on the head, and the boy fell asleep. When he woke up, Ethan was back in his room in Raven's Pass. He jumped out of bed and ran down to the kitchen. His family was at breakfast. They were chatting happily as if it was an ordinary Saturday. Ethan laughed. Mom, Dad, Sabine, you are all here. His family looked at him, baffled. What are you talking about, Ethan? Dad asked. I was afraid you might be moving to that development on the other side of the hill, he replied. There's no development out there, silly, Sabine said. She stuffed another piece of pancake into her mouth. Have you been having those weird dreams again? Yeah, I guess, Ethan replied. But could you drive me out there anyway? Just so I can see the real place? I need to convince my brain. Sabine arched her eyebrow, but then let out a sigh. Fine, let's go. Come back soon, Mom said, grinning. We have a surprise for you. Sure enough, the development with the yellow roofs was gone. Ethan ran into the empty field and tried to find the invisible wall. It was gone too. He let out another laugh as he got in the car. When Sabine and Ethan walked back into the kitchen, Avi was helping himself to a pancake. Surprise! Mom said to Ethan. I thought we could take a trip to the zoo today, and I invited Avi to come along. There's a new exhibit. The word exhibit sent chills through Ethan, but he pushed the feeling aside. He ran to hug his friend and said, Avi! I've missed you so much! Avi held out an arm to stop him. Whoa, E! We were only away for a week on vacation. Why so dramatic? Ethan stepped back to catch his breath. He almost couldn't believe it. Raven's past was on Earth again. Everything was truly back to normal. He laughed and high-fived his puzzled best friend. Right. I guess it just felt a little longer. Ethan kept smiling as he grabbed his own breakfast. He knew he would never be able to tell his friend or his family the truth, like he had promised the aliens. No one would believe him. But maybe one day, I'll write the story, he thought. It'll become a bestseller for sure.